Hey, it's Dave's Allotment Gardening Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. Still cracking on, get the kettle on, and all that kind of ting. See yous in a bit.
Hello folks, and welcome back to Dave's Allotment Gardening Ting. It's another lovely day, so it's another lovely day to crack on. First of all, I'm going to get the kettle on, because that's the first thing you should do. See yous in a bit. Right, so just while that kettle boils there, I might as well show you around what's been growing since last week. I can't believe it's Sunday again, folks. The weeks are flying by. I take you round here. I take you round here. Look at these tulips now. Out in full bloom. Looking very nice. And there's a few others that have appeared since last time as well. In this part. These daffodils are coming to the end now. Just leave them in, let them die back a bit before I chop them down. But have a look at this, folks. We've got a new flower there. I don't know what that is. It's next to this one. And they've got that one there. And these purple ones, they've come up since last week. I didn't even know they were there. So they're very nice as well. Aye, it's looking good, folks. This everlasting sweet pea is starting to romp away again. Excellent. There's a couple of flowers in here as well that are starting to come up. That tulip there. Sorry about the shadow, folks. It's a rare occurrence, this. I tell you what though, we could do with some rain. Come on, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to talk about the weather or I talk about this, but how you can do some cloud seeding if you want, people. Cloud seed away, just for a couple of days though, that's all I ask. Thank you very much. Aye, these daffodils are coming to an end now as well. There's birds chirping away in the holly tree there, making nests. I was sitting here the other day and there was loads of different birds, man. Loads of different wildlife. Aye, this rhubarb's starting to come up now. All the way along the edge. I'll have to do a little bit of a weeding round here. I don't want it to get too wild. So anyway, what's my plans for the day? Well, I'm going to sow some more seeds. And I also got some strawberry plants. They were delivered the other day. I'll show you them. Another job is I need to get this net off here because well, those overwintering brassicas here, they need to go out today because they're getting too big for them little pots. And I got a message off Dean as well. He says that the cabbages will soon take over that bed, so I'm going to move them beetroot today as well somewhere else. And I've also got a couple of car tyres to put round the big cabbages for support. So all's good. Look at these flowers on Annie's little plot. Nice. And these ones have just come up there as well. I bought these years ago in Hexham Market on a day out. It was very nice. I don't know what's happening with these flowers, it's starting to die off. Everything needs a good watering, folks. I have been watering it just with a hose like, but everything's looking quite nice along there. Like I say, I bought some strawberries, but I'll show you them when I'm having my cuppa. I'll show you in the greenhouse to see what's been growing since last time. There's no sign of these tomato plants. Now Dean says he's got a few spare ones, but I'm quite disappointed there, so I might sow the other seeds, see if I get any success with them. I noticed the other day as well, these kale that I thought wasn't going to come to much has. So there's a couple of decent plants there I can pot on, which is good because I like a bit kale. These potatoes, I'm going to put these out next week, Easter, the traditional time, folks, because I'm a traditional gardener. Look at the grapevines romping away now. These strawberries here are starting to put flowers on, which is nice. Like I say, I have a plan for these and the other strawberries that I have, but I'll show you when I'm having a cuppa. Now there's the shallots. All of the cabbages I potted on last week are standing up nice, apart from that one there. Looks a bit dead. Never mind. The sweet corn is starting to come up, and so has one of the broad beans are coming up now as well. We'll have a look in here. Sweet peas are starting to get taller. I'm going to put on these Rudolph broccoli today, and a couple of these Brunswick ones have come up, so I'll put them on, make a little bit more space in here. The strawberry sweet corn is romping away. Look at the size of them now. Happy days. And that beetroot is doing fine. All is good, but I tell you what, it's boiling in here. So this kettle should be boiled by now. So I'll make a cuppa. I'll tell you what I'm going to do the day when I'm drinking it. See you in a bit. Look at the blue sky. First cup of the day, as always. Nice. Cheers. Hi folks, welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. We're going to do plenty of things today. Like I say, I'm going to transplant them beetroot outside because they need to, and I need to get them other winter brassicas out, so I'll be making another little cage thing for them today, and I'll also be using these strawberry plants which arrived the other day. They're from a company called the Organic Gardening Catalogue, and I ordered 18 plants, and I've been soaking them in water for the past couple of days because they looked like they were dead to me, but they seem to be picking up there. Like I say, there's 3 different varieties. I can't tell what it is yet. We'll figure it out in the greenhouse, but there they are there. Three different varieties. And we'll see how they go. We plant them on later on. Thumbnail. I love me thumbnails, me. Right, so like I say, I'll be planting them on later on. I've also bought a little toy for myself, folks, and this is great. I've heard a lot of things about these, so I thought I'd just treat myself and buy one. It's a Silky Gomboy Outback saw, like a pruning saw, but it's it's the sharpest saw in the world. Japanese made. I'm looking forward to using it at Camp Joshua, but I can also use it here. That's it there. I'll show you it more close up later on if you're interested. I'll be trying it out. I saw a bit of wood later on. Comes in a nice little handy pouch thing that goes on your belt. Proper woodsman bushcrafter me. So I can't wait to use that later on and at Camp Joshua. I also bought a multi-tool off my workmate Steve. Thank you very much, Steve, for selling us this. It's a Gerber multi-tool. Handy little thing. So no doubt I'll be using that today at some stage as well. Aye. As well as doing the strawberries and sorting out the brassicas outside, I will be putting on them other Rudolph broccoli and the Brunswick cabbage. And I'll probably sow some seeds, some cucumbers and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that, folks. Interesting. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Right, I'll finish me cuppa and I'll crack on. See you in a bit. Well, them tulips look very nice there in the sun. Aye, I've had me cuppa, so it's time to crack on. This is the first job. Like I say, this net needs to come off so I can do a little bit of jiggery pokery inside here. I'll show you when the net's off. Also these Overwintering Brassicas in here as well. As you can see, are getting far too big to go to stay in these, so I'm going to have to get these out today as well, folks. But I need to move them to beetroot somewhere else, because them two cabbages there are going to take over. I've also got a couple of tyres to put round the bottom of them, so that's a good little tip. Thank you for that, Dean. I didn't think, I've never grew giant beetroot and stuff before, so it's all a learning curve for me. But I'll make a little space somewhere for them Overwintering Brassicas. Maybe it's next to these taties. Just start filling up from down here. See how it goes. Well, I'll get that net off first, and I'll start making a frame down here somewhere. It's lovely, got a bit of a cool breeze there, and that's nice. Clouds are starting to come in, but that's alright. I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit. Right, so that's that done there. As you can see, I've moved that beetroot there from there, and I've put that one there, that was there. I've put the tyres round the cabbages. While I'm here, them kohlrabies have doubled in size since last week. So we'll see how big they get. So I'm just going to leave the side of the net off there, let them have a good blow round in the wind. I'm going to start preparing to put these Overwinter Brassicas in there. So as you can see, well, it'll probably be, the roots will be coming out the bottom of the pot soon. So they need to go into the ground. So I'm going to prepare this bit here. Just for now, I'm just going to whack them in. So there's where the potatoes are, and I've left a foot space there so I can earth up. So I'm going to prepare this little bit here and put them brassicas in, figure out some sort of cage after I've done that. So I'll get cracking. I'll see you in a bit.
a seagull flying out of here. Thinking back to the day, now everything has changed. Where did
as you just saw, I've been busy there preparing for the brassicas to go out. And if you noticed, first of all I forked the ground over, got rid of some of the roots of the weeds that I'd left, and then I got my tiller out, give it a good tilling all the way along as you saw. Then if you noticed, I was stamping the ground down. Now that's called the gardener's jig. That's what you need to do, because brassicas like to be in firm soil, so give it a good firming down and then make your holes. What I'll do next is get the fish blood and bone and the bone meal, and I'll put a little bit down each hole, and I'll put a little bit in amongst the soil that's going to be backfilled into the hole, and then I'll give them a good watering later on. And then I'll make a little cage for them, because I don't want the pigeons to eat them, so I'll crack on with that. Then I'll have a cuppa, a well deserved one. See you in a bit. More clouds! Just while I wait for that kettle to boil, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been messing about, making a bit of a frame for the brassicas that I've just put out. As you can see, just a couple of poles hammered into the ground with these metal things. I don't know what they are, I've just always used them for this. Now what I'm going to do next is, I've got a load of these roofing lats. I'm going to cut some to size, put them across here, make the whole thing a bit more sturdy. I've got some cable ties and I'll tie them all together. Well, that's them out there. Next time you see them, they'll all be netted over after a good watering. So while I have my cuppa, I might as well show you the saw that I'm going to use today, because it's very good. It's a very good saw. Anyway, this kettle should be boiled by now, so we'll get back in there. These daffodils, yeah, daffodils, look at them, they're very nice, them. The birds are singing there in the trees happily. I've noticed a couple of blue tits hanging around, so I don't know if they are in there or not, but there might be. I can see one up there flitting around in the tree. It looks like a long-tailed tit there. It's nice to hear the birds song. But these tulips in here are all open there, basking in the glory of the sun. Loving it. We're loving it, loving it, loving it. Loving it. Right, yeah, whoa, I'm drifting folks, the kettle is boiled. Right, be back in a sec. Know what folks, I've been that busy, I forgot to put my hat on. I'll put it on in a second, I just need to have a slurp. Aye, I've been that busy, I forgot to put my hat on, because I'm Dave doing Dave things, and I've been busy. Oh, that reminds us, I was messing about the other day on that chat AI thing. Loads of people on Facebook are putting on little characters, little action figures of themselves, and they look pretty good. So I did one. I'll put it up now. Check it out. Just for a laugh. I did a few actually. I'll put them all on. Check them out. See which one's best. It's good for a laugh. It's really clever, that AI stuff. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to have another quick slurp of this, because it's nice. Aye, I'm going to talk about my new saw. It's a Silky Outback Curve saw, Gomboy, made in Japan. It comes in this plastic case, which, like I said, it fits onto your belt, but I don't know if I'll be using this when I go camping. I'll not bother taking the protective sheath. I'll be alright. But I have been looking at these for a while. If anybody goes wild camping and stuff and watches all them sort of videos, they would have seen these before. They're very good saws. I've done a lot of research on them. Like I say, this one is the Gomboy Outback Curve 240 edition, made in Japan. It's got it's toughened steel, and it's got a lot of blades, a lot of teeth, should I say. Haha. Yeah, it's a very good saw. I can't wait to use it. It's a pull saw, so you don't go like that. You've got to just pull, otherwise you could snap the blade. So you just makes life much easier, and it cuts through things like butter. So I'll be showing you this in a minute when I saw some wood to go on the top of that brassica cage. Thumbnail. Anyway, that's my new little toy. It also goes to that, like, so you can saw low down. But I just thought I'd treat myself, folks. We're planning on a camping trip during the Easter holidays, so that'll be good. For those of you who do watch the camping videos and enjoy them, we're going to move somewhere else, folks. Camp Joshua is going to relocate, so stay tuned for that. I'll be putting this into good use. We'll be doing some proper bushcrafting, making stuff. We might even make a little log cabin, who knows. But Gomboy, made by Silky. Let's go and find out what it cuts like. So I'll see you outside. Put it away safely there. Nice little handy tool. Let's go and cut some wood. Right, so I've been marking off these bits of wood here. Perfect size for the frame, for the net. So I'm going to try this out. Like I say, it's a pull saw, and it cuts through wood like butter. So let's give it a shot. As you can see there, nice smooth cut, perfect. So I'll saw a few more of these. And I'll put them on the brassica cage and get it netted over. Spot on. Well, folks, that cut through like butter. No effort whatsoever. Just a pull, saw. Anyway, I'm going to sort this net out, right? See you in a bit. Right, as you can see there, that's my cage sorted. Tell you what, this saw does come in handy. That's the tools of the trade there, folks. If you want to make a net, all you need is a hammer, a gerber and a gomboy. Haha, spot on. Aye, that'll do them. And I've just strengthened this one up as well by sawing a few bits, putting it on there, make it all nice and square, because I could see it flapping in the wind and it was doing me head in. So that's that. There's no sign of any potatoes yet. So what I might do is, because as you can see, this is what happens when you use tap water in the hose. It just pans the ground flat, and that's no good. So I'm just going to gently give it a little hoeing over. Get rid of that weed there while I'm at it. There's another one. I'll just give it a little hoeing over, and I'll give everything a good watering. I've been using this little bit here as a path to go around. I might make a little circular path here, folks, because it's calling us a little circular path round the artichoke next to this cherry tree, which is now growing here in place. As you can see there, it's started to spin itself round the two branches. So I'm going to put a couple of cable ties there and then straighten it up a bit. I might even get a nice little sculpture going on in a few years. Got some cherry blossom on there. Very good. In fact, I've just noticed the big cherry tree there. I'll show you that later anyway, because now I'm going to go into the greenhouse and going to sort them strawberries out. I don't even know what variety they are myself yet, so we'll find out soon. I'll just set these up on the tripod and we'll have a look at these. Looking a bit dead. I'll sort them out. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so I have a plan for the strawberries. The strawberry basket challenge. It should work in there. Good idea. I was going to fill it with flowers, but I might still, I don't know. I was going to put the strawberries in hanging baskets, but when I had a clear out a few months ago, I got rid of the hanging baskets. So I'm going to have to try and figure out a way of putting them in there. Anyway, these are them here. They're from a company called the Organic Gardening Catalogue. And when they first come, I mean, they are just bare rooted plants. When they first come, they didn't look very healthy. But they're starting to come away there now. This variety is Hanoi or something. Hanoi, that's them. And there's also 6 Cambridge Favourite, and these ones are called Pegasus. So I'll split them up, I'll get them into a little bit compost, pot them on. These ones are doing alright here as well. They've started to get flowers on. These ones are called, I'll just get one of the labels. Door Dragon Raz. Now I don't know if that's just foreign for like strawberry or something, I don't know, but that's what it says. Look, I'm not lying. Door Dragon Raz. So my plan is, like I say, I'm going to fill this full of compost and then plant the strawberries in the holes. Leaf falling off the tree there. It's a bit late for that. What's going on? And another job as well to do while I'm in here. See these kale? I've left them. They've grew. So I pop them on as well into bigger pots. That'll keep us busy. And while I'm in the mood, I'm going to plant them on as well. That was In the Mood, by the way, if you're thinking, what you doing, Dave? In the Mood by that guy that disappeared. What was his name again? Something Miller. Something Miller band. Right, anyway, I'll put them there. I'll get them potted on. I'll get them potted on. And I'll get these strawberries potted on. Let's see how they go. Right, I'll crack on. Time to find some compost. I know I've got a bag of cow manure down there, and I've got some of the soil from the fire pit in the bags down there, and I'll also mix a bit of that pigeon manure compost in there as well. See how much I need to fill up this, and then we'll crack on. Right, see you in a bit. Well, I've just been cracking on in the greenhouse there, listening to the bird song. Lovely. So I've been busy, like I say. I've potted on these. These are the Godzilla broccoli. I thought they were Rudolph, but they are Godzilla broccoli. They're all potted on. I've potted on the kale as well. There they are there. I've moved these shallots over to here, just so I can make some space in there. And I've also been busy making the washing basket strawberry planter. Hopefully that'll work. It's got some weight to it like now. I don't know if I'll be able to shift it outside, but I'll have to one day. I'll just leave it in here for now though, just to acclimatise and start throwing off some roots. I'll give it a good drink before I go, and we'll see what happens there, folks. You've seen it here first. So I've got the different varieties all marked up on each side, and there's one side there, it's on the other side, that's free, so I could put some flowers or something in there. I don't know, let's see what happens, folks. I'm not too hopeful that anything's going to happen really with these, because they don't look very healthy, but we'll see. It's an experiment. Right, I'll just shift these out of the way because I'm done with them. Put them up there because I noticed just before, looks like a tomato is starting to come up. Huh. It's a bit late now, so anyway, that's my job in the greenhouse done for now. I'm going to go and have a cuppa and then sow some seeds. It's 5:30 now. No, it's 4:30, sorry. So it'll not be long before I go. Still a bit cloudy, but the sun is still shining. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's thirsty work, this gardening, you know. Cheers! I have been busy there, as you've seen. Got everything out I needed. And I don't know if that strawberry planter basket thing is going to work. Let's find out. Stay tuned. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. So, the last job today, apart from watering the garden, is I'm going to sow some seeds. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we can grow. Puppy power! Remember that? Got some sage, rosemary, parsley, some lettuce. I'll leave them up there for now. Whoop. Got some leeks. I'm going to sow them today. Lobelia. They'll be getting sown in a couple of weeks' time. All the flowers and the herbs and stuff. The carrots will get sown in a few weeks' time. I've got some cucumber there. I'm going to sow the market more as well. See how they go. And like I say, the flowers, they can be sown at a later date. I'm getting all mixed up here, folks. Let's see what else I've got. parsnips, I'll be sowing them on a later date as well. And there's some more flowers. Got that many seeds, folks, I don't know what to do. But there is some that I want to grow today as well. What's them? The tomatoes. I'll sow some more tomatoes there. The kale's alright, the carrots and the cabbage there. I don't need to sow any more brassicas, folks, I've got enough of them. Thyme. And that's the broad beans. So many seeds! What's these ones? Mint. Cabbage. And there the other broccoli, which I've already sown them, so that's alright. So what I am looking for is the other cucumbers, because it's around about that time, folks. Cucumbers are ready to go out, ready to be sown. Where are they? I guarantee, folks, it'll be the last ones I pick up. Not them ones. Telepathy. I want to grow them. And the lily ones. So that's them. I put them back in there. I'll sow some lettuce today as well. And sage. Sorry folks, just talk amongst yourselves there while I sort this out. Right, so we've got the cucumber, telegraph, got telepathy and Lili F1 cucumbers. I'm going to sow some of them today. And I've got some saladin and some Charles mix lettuce, which I'll also put in today. What's these up here? Flowers, carrots, lobelia. Sow them on a later date. Sun cherry. I might as well try them as well, folks. I doubt they'll grow now, but we'll never know. You never know until you find out. Right, so all the rest are like flowers and herbs and stuff. What's these? Leek. Right, just one more while I think on. Sweet million. I'll try some more of them as well. Put the lid on that so the mice and rats can't eat them. I'll just put them down there for now. So I'm going to sow some seeds while I have me cuppa in the greenhouse. Cheers! See you in a bit. Right, so the last job I'm going to do is sow some of these cucumbers and a few of the lettuces and a few more of the sweet million seeds and some leeks. So there you go. So I'll start off with the Wilco's ones. These are sowed by 2024, so they should be alright. We'll find out. Just make sure I get the right ones. I've already marked the cups with the names. I'm going to put two. Well, I'll see how many seeds I have first. These are a good variety of cucumbers. I've always grew these. They're good croppers. Nice, straight, long cucumbers. Oh, and I've only got two seeds, folks. So two telepathy will they grow or not? If you don't know this, I'll just put that one there. Always sow seeds on the side. Don't lie them flat on the soil like that, otherwise they'll just rot off. So poke a little hole in, get them on its side, put the soil back. That's that done. On its side, and there you go. I'll put these over here so they'll get a good watering. Right, I'll see how many of these Lili F1 seeds I have. See there? Lili! These are from Wilco's as well. So before 2026. So these should be alright. I can feel a few more seeds in here, so get a few more plants sown, hopefully. Right, I've got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll put 2 in each of these cups. And then if they grow, when they need potting on, I'll do that. Aye, it's been nice today, folks, just sitting, well, not sitting, just pottering on, planting on stuff, listening to the birds. Can't beat it. That's that, and then the last one here. On the side. And that's them done. I'll put these in the watering tray as well. Put that to one side, and I'll just concentrate now on the last ones, which are, I'll just put this back in the packet, folks. And the last ones are the Telegraph seeds I bought the other week from Premier Seeds Direct. So these should grow okay. They're a bit awkward, these foil seed packets, like, that's the only downfall. Right, once again, two seeds in each cup. And when they germinate and get a little bit bigger, I'll put them on into bigger cups. They can have their own separate cup until it's time for them to go out into the bed. Well, down here. Get that sorted out. Things are starting to happen now, folks. Full steam ahead. How's everybody else's gardens doing? I hope they're doing fine. I don't think we're going to have any frosts now. Even though it is still a little bit cold at nights, folks. But you know the old saying, never cast a clout till May's out. That's one of my favourite sayings, that. So these ones will go into the tray as well. And I'll give them a watering later on. Now, here we are. Going to fill one of these up now with some compost. And sow some lettuce. Because I like a little bit of lettuce. The variety I've got is called Saladin, and the They're like an iceberg lettuce. Grow quite big. Just how you want them. Right, that should be enough there. Now once again folks, little and often with the seeds. Don't just put the whole packet of seeds into one seed tray, because you'll have 100 lettuces all at once. So you've got to sow these thinly and then successional sowing with these, so you get a crop all the way through the summer. These don't take long to germinate in the right conditions. Right, that's far too many there. I'm going to put 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just put 6 in there for now. That'll do that for that. Get them back in the packet. And these are the Charles mix lettuce. So I'll put 9 of these in. I'll have to find something to mark off what they are. Good old lolly stick. Yeah, so I'll have to make a bed for these lettuce. It's just a shame that you've got to net everything these days. If it's not the pigeons, it's the rats. If it's not the rats, it's the squirrels. If it's not the squirrels, it's the pigeons. What you're supposed to do? You just got to keep calm and carry on. Now, like I say, these are called Charles mix. Whoever Charles is. We'll find out if what sort of I mean, there'll probably be like a lot of Rossa sort of thing and all that kind of thing. Put a little bit of fine soil on the top. Give it a little bit of a levelling down and a firming down at the same time. Oh shit, wait, whoops, I swore. Whoops, sorry folks, I forgot to put that in there. In fact, I need to mark it. What were they called again? Saladin. So I not need to mark the other ones. I know what they are. Charles mix. So that's them there, done. And also, to finish off, I get some more compost. So I'll get some leeks on the go. Now what can I use for the leeks? 2 seconds folks. Just use one of these, nice and deep for the roots to spread. Once again, straightforward leeks, like you don't have to be sort of too choosy. Just spread a load on the top of there. These are the Musselburgh leeks. Open folks. Especially when you've had your hands in the compost and they're starting to dry out. Come on. Well, that's not the way to open it, like, but it's open. Like I say here, it's got a few. So I've got about 20 here. Just going to sprinkle them. There, that should be enough. I'll put these back in here if I can without spilling any. Right there, and just a light layer of soil on the top of that. Give them a little bit firming down. And I'll mark these off. Where's my stick? Where's my lolly stick? Whew, it's getting a bit windy there, folks. Leek. Right, that's that done. I'll put this over in the tray as well. Right, so that's them seeds sown. I'm going to just now water the garden, give everything a good soaking because it hasn't rained for weeks now. Like I say, if it wants to rain, it can. I might have to do a rain dance. No, I won't. So like I say, I'm just going to do a spot of watering, give everything a good soaking, and then I'll sign off in the shed. So I'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra now. Final cuppa of the day. Cheers. Well, I've just spent the last hour there doing the watering. Everything's had a good watering. Hopefully we might get a couple of days of rain over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully not 2 weeks of rain. We want it to be nice and sunny over the Easter break. I'll be here next on Easter Sunday. We'll get the potatoes out and plenty more things to do and crack on with then. So until then, stay tuned and all that kind of thing. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. It's going to be a bit of a longer video than usual, folks, because I've done quite a bit today. It's 20 to 7 now. I've been here since 11:30, so I've put my stint in for the day. A good job done. I'll leave you on a little song as usual. A little bit of a song, I don't know it all. I'm not going to tell you who it's by or what it's called. I just want you to see if you know who it is. 10 points if you know who sang this song. So before I do go, once again, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot. I'm not far from 10,000 subscribers now. I think about 230 or something. And I'll be there. Get in. I'll have to get Jock to do his Highland Fling to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, folks, and you enjoy this channel, please do consider commenting, liking and subscribing. It's free and it helps me out. Thank you very much. Right, this song, I'm not going to tell you who it's by. I'm just going to sing a little bit of it and then I'll see you on the next one. Okay, 10 points. Who sings this? Time takes a cigarette, puts it in your mouth. You put on your finger, then another finger, then a cigarette. The water wall is calling, it lingers, but you forget. Oh, ho, 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 you're a rock and roll suicide. Jet brakes are snarling as they stumble across the road. But the dawn breaks so patiently on your phone. Oh, dinner. Don't let the sun blast your shadow. Don't let the milk flow drive you wild. Haha. I don't know the rest of it, so I'll see you on the next one. I don't want to bore you too much. It's about an hour long, this video, so one last time, thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now. Where's me washboard?